Hi guys, this is Fana and thank you so much for watching. Today is going to be a little bit different of a video. This is a concept that I came up with a couple weeks ago and I really wanted to try it. This is a video going to be talking about my hands. I'm not wearing any nail polish, I'm not wearing any jewelry, it's just me and my hands. And I wanted to talk about how each artist's hands are very different, and each hand tells a story. I actually have very small hands. They're very short fingers, and a lot of times when I put my palm against my friends, they'll do this thing where they can curl their fingertips over my fingers, and it's pretty embarrassing at times, especially when I've heard that your hands and your feet are supposed to be pretty comparable in size, and I have rather large feet for a girl, and then these little baby hands. I have been told, I can't really tell this for myself, but I've been told that my hands are very soft, and I've been told that my hands are very cold. So, I mean, pick your poison. I have little baby hands that are freezing. I don't know, maybe I should put on mittens or something. But since I'm not wearing any nail polish, you can see that my fingernails are actually pretty short, and I really actually need to cut them, to be honest. And the reason I kept my nails so short is because I play the harp. And I know that's kind of an odd instrument to play, but those of you who do play stringed instruments will know that when you have fingernails, it makes the strings twang when you play them, and it just does not sound good. And like, no one else might notice, but you as the musician notice, and it just pet peeve, drives me nuts. So I actually need to cut these. Let's start on my right hand. My right hand is my dominant hand, and the most thing, like, you might have noticed when I do my traditional videos, that I have this burn scar on the back of my hand, and I actually got that when I was in high school. I was at my job. I was a birthday party hostess at an indoor trampoline park, and I was in the kitchen making pizzas for the party, and basically the oven at work is a glorified easy bake oven. You probably have seen those. And I dropped something in the oven, and you would think, since it's not a real oven, it's not gonna hurt me, but when I dropped something, it was a lot lighter than I thought it was. So I got some tongs, and when I went to pick it up, since it was a lot lighter, I used more force than was necessary, and I jerked my hand up and hit it on the top of the oven. So I got a lovely scar reminding me of my wonderful time at that job. So it hasn't faded at all. So I might have that for the rest of my life. Yay! Yeah, there's nothing really exciting about this hand. I mean, I have like a little freckle smack dab in the middle of my wrist. That's kind of weird. But we'll move on to my left hand. My left hand, there is a birthmark that's in the shape of a pen mark on my middle finger. My parents, when I was little, would always think that it was like a pen mark, and they would try to scrub it off, and you know, since it's a birthmark, it's not coming off. But my mom always described it as an angel's kiss. And she said that when I was born, that an angel kissed my finger as a mark to remind me that I was loved. And I think it's a fun, cute little story, and I think if my kids ever have birthmarks, I will describe them like that. In my videos, I'm almost always wearing my Fitbit. It is a Fitbit Charge. Let me put that on. I always fasten it So it has one loop left. I don't know if you can see that, but I almost always have that on. I keep track mostly of the time, the date, and I like looking at how many steps I'm doing. It's always a good plan. Now, here comes like a big part. I always have this ring on, and I always wear it on my ring finger. And no, I don't know if you guys were wondering or if you noticed, I am not married and I am not engaged, but I have worn this ring on my hand for 5 or 6 years, and I only really ever take it off when I am washing dishes or doing something messy. But this ring is a purity ring, which is kind of a big name for such a small little thing. And let me see, can you get up close? Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna focus, but it's a heart, a gold heart with like white gold. And this ring is to signify my choice that I do not want to have sex before marriage. I am a Christian, and I believe that it is a very powerful thing, and that you should not give yourself to another, to just anyone, because that is a big part of yourself, and it's a large commitment when you have relations with another person. So this ring will be replaced by my wedding band someday. And those are my morals and my views, and not a lot of people necessarily share them or share that belief. But you know what, now we come to the actual like real purpose of this video, and that's to say that these are my hands. These hands are unique to me, and no one else has this birthmark in combination with this scar, and the size, and the temperature, and the texture, and the ring, and it's all me, it's all Fana, and no one else can be like that. And it's just like how your artwork is made by your hands, and your artwork is yours and yours alone, and it doesn't matter what kind of hands you have, how they are unique, or how they are marred and scarred. It doesn't matter how they're decorated or ornamented. They create things and bring things into existence that are special. And what you create, you should be proud of, because without your hands, it would not be in this world. And it doesn't matter if someone has done the same concept as you, or if someone has done the same ship in the same pose. You haven't done it yet. It does not have your hands working on it and your hands touching it. And that's why I made this video, to show that my hands create things that are unique, and your hands can too. So why don't we start a trend? Why don't we start the artist's hand trend with videos and talk about your hands? Talk about what makes your hands unique to you. And I would love to hear about it. Please link them to me, your videos. Please share the love. And let's do this, guys. What do your hands look like? I'd love to know. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. And I hope you have a phenomenal day and keep being extraordinary. Bye!